Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Scranney, and welcome to the DCU School of Computing PhD Research Series, where each week we take one PhD student and ask them 3 questions: who they are, what is their work about, and why is their work important. And this week we have Eoin Brophy to tell us about synthesizing data.
Hi, my name is Eoin Brophy. I'm a second year PhD student here in DCU's School of Computing. I made my way here after doing my bachelor's and master's degree in Maynooth University in electronic engineering, so my background is mainly hardware based. But I came over here with my supervisor in 2 years ago after completing my master's to do some computer science applications as a research assistant, and that sort of snowballed into a PhD afterwards. So we're working out of DCU, but I'm actually funded by Infant Research Centre down in Cork University Hospital. So the primary focus of our work here is data analysis, and the one thing that you need for data analysis is in fact data. And in terms of my work, we work with medical data, and one big bottleneck in our research is that there just isn't enough medical data to go around, and particularly with the introduction of GDPR in the last number of years. So here in our group, I look to actually synthesize this medical data using neural networks. So we were lucky enough to have our own repository of medical data that was gathered in the clinical research setting down in the maternity hospital in Cork. And I am seeking to use that data, so a bunch of real gathered data such as the ECG you'll see on your machine, on your tracer, or the EEG, which is brain activity, and I'm looking to generate new unseen data for training medical professionals in developing countries. So we wanted to use our synthetic or our generated data, if you will, which comes in the form of medical time series data, like I said before, such as ECG or EEG, to then, once that's generated and placed in the repository, we will have actions acted on it by our one of my supervisors, who is the head neonatologist down in Cork University Hospital. They will provide feedback and actions on this generated data, and we will be able to outsource our new generated data with feedbacks and actions for upskilling and training other medical professionals. So in terms of why the research is important, we will use, like we said before, all this training data to hopefully upskill more medical professionals, which currently there is a shortage of in developing countries and in fact in developed countries. So training currently requires a one-on-one sitting with Nelly situation where the trained head physiologist of the department will have to sit with the new trainees and upskill them through hundreds of hours of scrolling through all this medical data. Where we come in is we will hopefully design our neural network models to upskill these medical professionals. The upskilling of these professionals will lead to increased patient outcomes in the neonatal departments in the maternity hospitals. Currently, babies born prematurely have a 44 times seizure incidence rate of that of their full-term counterparts. So if we can increase the number of medical professionals in this field that are being trained up and adequately skilled, this will lead to faster diagnosis of these seizures and other health-related effects, which will in turn lead to better patient outcomes.